Hi everybody, we're back. I'm super excited about this video because I will finally be caught up after this one. I will have finally done a video of all the items that have come into the house to date, which is good because I have 6 or 7 more orders coming, and I did not want this stuff still in play when those things came, because I'm hoping when they come I can just do them like normal, one bag at a time, unless they screw things up and put a bunch of stuff together again, which they probably will, but whatever. So this is the same night as I did a couple other videos. So this, I said I would try this. This is a tank top that I hauled a couple, or on another one, and then this is my coral, although it looks a lot kind of oranger than it does in real life. But oh, I should have pointed this out. I do not like this shirt because there is a seam right down the middle. I don't know why they did that, and the buttons are off center. So I do not like this at all, and it feels weird having a seam all the way down the center. So I will probably be sending this back. I mean, it's cute aside from that, but why would you put a seam down the middle of the front? I don't understand that. And I didn't notice that when I was hauling it. So yeah, so this will probably go back, which is no great loss, I guess, but all right. So we've got a Temu haul today, like I said. All the pertinent information is down below in the description box. I don't think to say this every time, but I've learned that when you complete a game of Fishland and Farmland, you lose all your friends. So I will always, in my most recent video, have whatever my current Fishland and Farmland codes are. So I learned that the hard way after I finished my last game of Farmland. And so let's talk about Temu a little. If you have not... I'm going to see if I can show this, although with the ring light, it may be a little difficult. But when you go to, when you're in the U, can't see that at all. Okay, when you're in the U section, so down here you've clicked on U, and you've got the earn. Actually, let's just turn the light down while I do this. And then we can turn it back up. Although that didn't matter, did it? Let's get crafty here. So when you're in the U section, you see that earn free gifts and cash. Click on that, and that's where you're going to see all these games. And so that's where you're going to see Fishland and Farmland. But what I wanted to point out, well, actually I point out a couple things. They have an affiliate cash program on here, and anybody can go in there that has a Temu account, and you can get your own Temu link and your own Temu promo code. That's where I got mine that I have posted below. So if you have friends that you're wanting to share that with, you can get your own by going in there. And then a lot of these other games on here, sorry, this has got to be so annoying. It would be so much better if I did this as a screen recording video. But a lot of these other games in here, the only way you can finish them is by getting new non-Temu people to sign up for the app. So I learned that the hard way, because I was trying to do one of those games to get some free products to do as a giveaway on my channel, but the only way that you can ever finish those appears to be by getting new people to sign up for the app. So I don't do those, because then it requires you to share it, and I don't want to bug people with that. So the other thing that I want to point out is, if you've not ever done this, you need to be clicking on that Temu exclusive button down there. This is how I get my free stuff. or my deals. Okay, so when you come in here each day, and so my exclusive, so you're kind of, when you come in here the first time, you kind of sign up to be in their exclusive program. It's free, it doesn't cost you anything, but there's a time limit for how long you will be an exclusive member. So like mine, this is my second run through of being an exclusive member, and this current session expires on September 22nd. So when you come in here, there's credit rewards. So you can see I've got $54 that I've earned that I can still transfer over to my credit balance. And I'm not going to go into the details of how that works on this video. I just want you to know this is here because every day there's new deals in here. So there's coupons, there's that daily scratch off where you get, it's usually cents added to your account. That $20 credit back or 20% credit back, I do those all the time. So whenever I see one of those, usually if you spend so many dollars during that day, there's a limit. So, or not, well, there is a limit, but there's a threshold that you have to meet before you would get the 20% back. So let's say it's $130. So once you hit $130 in your order, you'll get 20% of that back in that earned rewards section. And so if you spend $130, that means they'll give you $26 back. And they put it in that earned section, and you can't transfer it to your credit balance until your items have shipped. And you can usually only transfer $10 or sometimes $20 a day. But that's how I get that kind of stuff. And then also, you see that earn $9 credit. Well, that's another one. If you spend whatever they tell you you need to spend, you can earn an extra $9 back, which will go into that. And whenever you're in the exclusive program, you automatically get 5% back on all your orders. So I just wanted to point this out because this is how I get, even if I can't use coupons, I'm usually doing one of these. Now, if you can match coupons with this, but your totals have to be after the coupons have been applied. So let's say you have to do $130 to get the 20% back. And let's say you have a 30% off or a $30 off coupon off of $160. Well, you take the $160 minus the $30 and you get to $130, so then you still qualify. So you just got to pay attention to those kind of things. But yeah, take a look at that. Plus, there's always extra coupons in here. And they're different every day, so you just have to take a look. And then also, that My Cart special offer, when you go into that, it looks at the items that are in your cart, and it will let you spin the wheel, so to speak, and then it will land on one of those items in your cart, and it will reduce the price even further. So, and then, what's that last one? Oh, and then it just shows you can get even more of a deal on some products if you pick products out of that particular grouping. So, for those of you that haven't heard of Temu Exclusive, it's available to everybody. You got to go to you and then all the way to the bottom. So check that out. So that's my little Temu training for you today. So, oh my gosh, it's been 9 minutes already. So let's get into the haul. I didn't plan on doing that, but I know some of you keep asking, how are you getting stuff for free? I don't see how to do that. Okay. So the first thing, oh, let's turn the lights back up a little bit. Okay. So the first thing I've got is another travel jewelry box. This one is for one of my daughters for Christmas. Her favorite color is orange. Oh, well, this part goes down here. So you can put rings, you can put earrings or other little baubles. And then you can put necklaces up here, and then they can stick in here so they're not, you know, moving around a lot. But it's a really good size for travel. You probably don't need a whole lot of jewelry when you're traveling. So I'm getting each of my girls one of these for Christmas. So I got to just figure out what color the third girl wants, because they don't really have one of these in the color that she likes, or her favorite color. That's something that, I don't know, is that normal with all kids? That, I mean, my kids have always had a favorite color, each of them, and everything had to be done with that. Now you probably are saying that it's because of me, because I need certain colors for each of them for travel and stuff. But it's always been like super important to them to know what people's favorite colors are. So it's a little weird. But the orange jewelry box cost me $217, and it's gone up to $267. And they have them in lots of colors. Another flag. All right, so this one is just another fall one. Faith, Family, and Fall in traditional fall colors. And we've talked about these before. They're a nice sturdy canvas. This one's got a good depth to where the rod would go. It's even. Both sides are exactly the same. Have no idea how these fare in the sun. I think the cats are making noise upstairs. I was like, I thought maybe somebody got home, but nothing showed up on the ring, so I think it must be cats. So yeah, so just another one for fall. So I'll probably do this one in the month of November, right leading up to Thanksgiving, and then switch out to my Thanksgiving one. So this was $309 and is still $309. So I have a nice collection of these now, and a surprise, I have another one in this box. Okay, yes, I have already gotten a happy birthday one. So why do I need another one? Well, because there's 6 of us and we each should feel special on our birthday, and these are so cheap, why not? So I got this one, and I of course like it because it's black with bright colors on it, but it's super pretty. Again, all the same things I said about the last one apply to this one. And this one cost $349 and is currently down to $338. All right, so finally the green shoes, the replacement green shoes have come. I have no idea what video it was that I got my first pair of green patent leather shoes that had a big crease in them, but I did check these when they came because I was super nervous we were going to have the same problem, but we do not. These are in great shape. So if you didn't catch some of my earlier videos, I got a pair of these and the toe was pinched in on one of them, and because these are patent leather shoes, I just didn't want that. And the other thing that made it easy to return these is I had gotten them in a 7.5 maybe, and they were a little tight, so then I went up a size too. But I bought all this stuff to go with these shoes. So I've got 2 dresses and 1 or 2 shirts that all have this kind of green and this white theme, and got a whole set of jewelry. So it was very important to get these shoes back and in good shape. So I'm super excited. And these unfortunately cost more than they did the first time around, figures. They were $27.97 and they're down to $27.63 now, but they're just awesome. And there's a little bit of cushion here, 2 straps, but a very, I'll pull this out. Just a really, I mean, unfortunately, when I saw these, I'm like, I have to get those, but what am I going to wear them with? I don't wear green. So then I bought a bunch of green stuff to wear with them. But yeah, I mean, would I have rather these been a different color than green? Yes, probably. I would have picked burgundy or even black. It would have been sweet. But this just gave me a chance to add some color to my life. So I'm super excited. All right, let's get these. I want to take care of these. I don't normally keep these, but I probably will just because of the patent leather. I don't want them getting scratched any more than they need to. Oh, and I didn't really show you guys the bottom. So there's absolutely no traction on this, but there is some on here. So I may be slipping and sliding, so I'll have to watch that. All right. So my shoe rack that I got is completely full. So now I'm waiting to finish my game of Fishland in order to get the tall shoe rack that I got. But right now I'm just storing up fish food because I know my Temu exclusive is ending on the 22nd and I do not want to get my coupons that I'm going to get with winning Fishland until my next exclusive starts, because I want to pair them up, because you get a $30 off of 100 and a $40 off of 100 when you finish a Fishland. So I definitely want to use those in conjunction with one of those 20% back. Sometimes they have 30% back. But the caveat with that is because you can only transfer so much money a day that you've earned in that way to your credit balance. If your exclusive ends before you can transfer all of that money, then you only get a portion of it after that. Like, you can keep transferring for 48 hours after that exclusive ends, but then you can lose some of it. And I don't want to lose any of it because then it devalues the coupons. So I'm just waiting. I'm just collecting. All right, so next, this is to help me with my shoe problem. These are shoe display things. There are 8 in this package, and I got 2 packages. I'm pretty sure I usually do these on lightning deals or press your luck deals, because these can be expensive if they're not. But the idea is, let's see if I can put these together right. Actually, there may have been instructions in here. Hang on, let me look real quick. The idea of this is that it helps you stack your shoes on top of each other instead of side by side. So of course they show it already put together. There's only so many ways this can go, right? So I'm having trouble getting these to stay connected, which is what's making me think that I don't have this on right. Although that is what it shows. Well, okay, so this is sort of on here. Like, I'm trying to figure out if these snap, but I don't want to break it. Why is it that it's so much easier to break things on camera? Okay, I think I got that one in. Than when you're just doing it on your own and nobody's watching. Okay, maybe that's it. So this is adjustable somehow. I think once you get these things on there right, this is adjustable, but you put one shoe here and one shoe here. So you see these at the shoe store because that's how they display a lot of shoes if they're doing them this way instead of this way. So it's adjustable in case you don't need that much space between the two. But if you had a pair of tennis shoes that got kind of tall, then this would be good. But so the idea is that I can store way more shoes using these once I figure out how to work this cheap plastic. And then I think I've got another pair of shoes in this order, so I'm gonna hold this up here so I can show it together. All right, so those shoe slot organizer. Oh, well, it says I paid $15.28, but maybe it's since then I've gotten them on deals because I realized that was kind of expensive. But they're down to $14.83 now. But definitely for those things that are kind of higher price, try to get those on, you know, with the deals that come through. Like I said, I got 2. Which 16 shoes, and my shoe rack is supposed to hold 12 sitting this way. So right now I kind of have them sitting this way just on top of each other. So I've got more, but that'll make it easier. All right, next, have you guys seen this on Temu? So this is like a fun thing you can do with the family, or if you drive an RV and travel around the country. It's kind of bent, of course, since it came, I think it came in a box, but it's still bent. So you're going to track your travels. So you're going to get a going to get a blank map, and so they showed this on the website of people actually putting this on the side of their RV. But my thought is I'll probably put it on the fridge, because I'm not sure where else I'll put it. Like where else would have the right kind of surface for this, unless I leave it with this somehow and hang it. I don't know. But anyway, you get this blank map with all the states, and then the idea is, of course, as you travel to those different states, you peel off the sticker and you put it on the map, and then you can see where all you've been. So I thought this would be neat to do with the family. We're never going to be one of those families that makes it to all 50 states, I'm sure, and we tend to do more stuff over here than over here. But I thought I would go back through all of our family vacations that we've done so far and pull those off and stick them on there. And really, it'd be kind of nice to have one of these for each kid, because our oldest daughter, she's been to a few more states out here because we did a road trip one time to pick up my husband's best friend who was going to Yale at the time. So she's been to New York and Massachusetts and just, you know, some of those places up there that the other kids haven't been to. So it would be kind of nice. How much is this? Is this like, oh, and it comes with, that's weird. It's got like, I can't tell if this is double-sided tape or if, oh, this is probably to help put the stickers on to get the bubbles out. But how much is this? This US map, $8.99. So this could be a good, you know, birthday present or Christmas present that you could get for each kid so that they can keep it. Now, granted, if you're going to do that, you don't want to put this on the refrigerator. So you'd want to get something, or maybe they just leave it on this. Let's just see. How does this work? Oh, it's a cling. So you can see it kind of bends there. So maybe you could get, you could use wood if you sanded it down really well, but I'm thinking more of like a metal, some kind of thin piece of metal that maybe you can buff out the sides. But yeah, so it's got instructions for how to do it. But it does say it's weather resistant, so that's probably why they show people putting this on the side of their RV. Just seems weird to me. But yeah, I thought this would be fun. And they have it with different, like they had one that was more of a cartoony kind of pictures, but I picked this one because it's got real pictures of places in that state. So I have a lot of family in Indiana, but I don't recognize what's in that picture. Tennessee has Dollywood. Oklahoma has the Route 66 Museum. That's kind of interesting. Nevada, of course, has stuff from Las Vegas. So yeah, so just cute idea. All right. So I want to make sure I get this put back in a container so I don't lose it. All right. Oh, so I wish I had some actual grapes or cherry tomatoes to show you this, but this is a zip slicer. Now, I have something that performs the same function from Pampered Chef, and I could have brought that down, but this is not about Pampered Chef. But the idea with this is it's got a closed bottom, so you put your grapes or you could do anything. It doesn't have to be grapes or tomatoes. It could be strawberries, anything that fits in this size. And then here's your cutter. So then you just slice it, and then they're all sliced. And this is way easier to use than the Pampered Chef one, because the Pampered Chef one, you kind of have to, it's like a base that you put stuff in between two layers and then you slice. So this is think about how easy this would be for taco night or salad buffet night, fruit salad night. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to using this. I haven't gotten many kitchen things off of Temu, probably because I have so many things from Pampered Chef, but they do have a lot of comparable or things that do the same thing for a lot cheaper. Oh, well, how much is this? This was $6.48 and it's gone up to $6.78. Next is a t-shirt. Oh, it's soft, really soft. But this one just spells out love with cats. So of course I loved that. And I love this color gray. I have a lot of shirts like this. I got it in a 2X, and this is the only thing on it. And it does feel like a decal, but it's not quite as slippery as like a brand new decal. So we'll have to see how it ages over time. But again, it's a 2X, which is size 16 in the United States. And it's 100% polyester. Machine wash cold. Wash inside out to help protect your decal. But they don't want you to dry it at all. So I would just do tumble dry, air dry. Presumably also because of the decal. And this came in different colors. I just happen to like when I can get, and it's stretchy. I love that. And it's soft. And I don't point this out enough, but because they put their tags down below, it's really nice not having to worry about tags on any of their shirts. Because I have a really sensitive back, and so I love that. So that shirt, Love Cat T-shirt, $9.49, and it's $9.69 right now. All right, let's get out a pair of shoes. So this is a repurchase. Red shoes. So why did I repurchase this? I still have my other ones. I'm going to return them. I'm still within the 90 days to return. But the red shoe was the first shoe that I bought in this style, which is my favorite. And I got a 7.5. And I found I prefer an 8. So, and that was the pair of shoes I used to figure out what size I should get. And so I just decided I'd go ahead and get the 8 in the red so that I could return the 7.5. But I love these. So my usual spiel with these, it's like memory foam in the heel. I wish this wasn't always, like I wish this was maybe red too, but in some of them it's not like this. Some of them it does have the design or whatever. But and I like how you don't have to worry about tying them. There's elastic in here to help keep them on your feet. It's got a built-in arch support, so if you're flat-footed, you may not like these as much, but they really are so cushy. We're going to Six Flags tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to I may actually wear these because I'm looking to wear my red and blue plaid cardigan with a white shirt and jeans, so these would go good with that. But let's check this out on the shoe stand. So you can see it doesn't go all the way in unless you have a really small shoe. But as long as your shelf is this high, takes up less space. And again, this is adjustable. I just haven't figured out how to get it connected so it does that right. So I'll be lower, more like that. So yeah, and that way you can easily see which color, or you could put it this way, which I won't put it that way probably. All right, so the red shoes, we'll have to see if that falls over. We're $13.58 and are still $13.58. Next, oh, this is a hat holder. So it's metal, painted metal. It's got a big, huge 3M sticker here, so you just stick it on and then you put your hats on there. I'm kind of regretting having gotten this because I've now seen that they have adjustable ones, but not having gotten one of those, maybe the adjustable part doesn't stay up very well, and this is very sturdy. But I can't figure out why I got black instead of white, because my jewelry wall, white would have gone better with that. And that's where well, maybe I'll put it somewhere else because it's not white. But yeah, I don't know how many hats this will hold. I have a lot, so I may end up needing to get a second one of these, unless I've already ordered one of the adjustable ones, which may be. But anyway, does it say how many it stores? That's interesting. It's got instructions for how to screw it on to the wall, but there's no screw holes on this one, so it must not be. Oh, well, this is interesting. They're showing it like this, like it's for toilet paper. Huh. Well, I was pretty sure this was for hats, but I guess you could use it for toilet paper, couldn't you? Huh. Alrighty then. Well, I guess your multi-purpose hook. What did I pay for this? What did I pay for this? Where is it at? Oh, $4.26, and it's down to $3.99. But yeah, I could see this being a nice toilet paper holder. Although, it wouldn't really stop because the roll is bigger than this. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to use it for baseball hats. All right. Next, it's a bracelet. Feels kind of cheap. The metal feels kind of cheap. But it's kind of like mother of pearl. It's pretty. And oh, it's got the nice closure, which makes it a little bit easier to put it on yourself. So let's see if I can work that. And it's got two of those holes on the one side, so you can make it a little tighter. So let me go for that one. Oh, not very coordinated. Okay. So that's still a little loose for being on the tighter setting, but it's still super pretty. But yeah, then you end up having this dangling part unless you remove it, which you could easily remove it. Probably a strong person could just take that link out. But it does feel very, the metal feels very cheap, and that's what the other side looks like, which contributes to its lightness. But yeah, that's pretty. So that was $3.14, and it's price adjusted down to $2.90. All right, next, so I posted, I don't know when it was, but I made a comment on a video that I don't know how some people find all the cool things they find on Temu, because my search history does not lend to finding the cool things. I have to watch somebody else's video to know that there's cool things out there, and then I go and look for it. Well, it's funny because I started getting crowns in my feed, my recommended feed, and we know, hey, everybody likes crowns, and I've never searched crowns, but I finally got crowns to show up, so I figured I'm coming up in the world. But with that came this pretty headband. And they have several of these. I got the one that had just, you know, this color, but they have some with roses, you know, and I'm sure these are for weddings, that kind of thing, but I thought it was super cute. But I think I'd have to work with it a little bit to get the flowers facing out, so that they're, and it looks like that would be easy to do. But yeah, I just thought this would be cute little headband. So yes, with crowns you can get really pretty headbands. And this, what did this cost? Elegant headband, $158, and it's price adjusted down to $148. And everything's strung on here with wire, so I don't know how easy, you know, I don't know if these will fall off very easily, or you know, how well this will last. I'm sure they're not meant to last very long, but for that price, who cares? I also, speaking of interesting recommendations, I now have Reborns showing up in my recommendations, and some of them are so realistic looking. And you know, I lost my first baby. She was stillborn, and I could definitely see getting one of those to help grieve through that kind of process, as long as it's done in a safe way. I mean, you don't want to, so this is a delicate subject, right? You don't want to get, you need to be able to grieve and move on. So you don't want to get attached probably to a doll like you would have with your child. But hang on just a second. Okay, now the family really is coming home, and they are bringing me food, so that's good. And it was probably good to get me to stop talking about what I was talking about, because everybody grieves in different ways. But I can see where those Reborn dolls would be. I would have, after having lost my daughter, I would have loved having something like that, because in my grief process, I had to still sort of pretend like she was alive for a while, which is hard. It's really hard to get over something like that. So I feel for all of you out there that have dealt with similar things. But yeah, I'm not even sure how, oh, because I'm starting to get better things in my recommendations. So sorry for that detour. All right, I got another pair of shoes. This one, again, I got because it's black and it's got bright colors on it. And I have no idea really what I'll wear this with, although I could wear it with my Halloween shirt, but I've got the Halloween shoes, but it really doesn't matter, right? I could just wear it with jeans and a plain t-shirt. But this is my second favorite style of shoe that they have on there. And this one they actually sent, and well, this says 40. Maybe this was one I had to order in an 8.5 because they didn't make it in 8s. That's frustrating. I don't understand why you can't get every shoe. I understand if a size sells out, but I don't understand why not every shoe is made in each size. Why is it that some shoes have 7.5, 8, 8.5, but some go 7.5, 8.5, but yet there's a 7 and a 9? Like, why is there no 8? I don't understand that. This video has been kind of weird, right? Because here I did all that stuff in the beginning about, so it looks like it can only get about an hour before the video will just stop. So I wanted to come back. I could have just ended it there because you could tell I was ending the video, but I never want to end without saying thank you. You guys have made a difference in my life just in giving me confidence to do something like this, to come out of my comfort zone. And I just want to say thank you. And if you like this video and want to click like, thank you. If you want to become a new subscriber, thank you. All of that stuff helps my channel and helps me create content that I can bring back to you. But regardless of that, I appreciate each and every one of you. I appreciate your nice comments that you leave, and I hope you come back and see me again. Wherever you are, have a great rest of your day. My family should be home soon so I can get something to eat. And the shoes are here. So I'm gonna end up making a thumbnail with those, which is why they're back out. But anyway, thank you so much. And I can't wait to see you guys again. Bye.